Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video I'd like to speak with you about an upcoming video series that we've been planning for some time and we're finally ready to begin releasing them. Now before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased on owner-operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always, thank you guys very much for all the likes you provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming, and let's get the show on the road. Now, this video series that I'm talking about, very excited to talk to you guys about. It's a series that is going to focus on helping folks that are barely starting to enter the industry, thinking about entering the industry, maybe been doing it for a year, 5 years, 10 years, and even guys who are veterans of the trucking industry running trucks for 30 or 40 plus years. It's going to benefit every single person on this channel, because we're going to focus on primarily helping you guys run a more effective and efficient business, helping you become a better business owner, and helping you get an idea on how to save money, how to be more effective in your business dealings, understanding lanes, understanding equipment, understanding different aspects of the business. And the reason we're doing this is that over the years we received a lot of calls, and over the years the questions began to repeat. What we realize is that a lot of folks have very similar problems that they run into, similar questions that they run into. So we wanted to make these videos. We put everything together, got some answers, and we'll be releasing these videos for you shortly. So as always, we're going to look over the loads we've booked for our customers. Definitely, if you haven't liked the video, please do us a favor, hit the like button now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You definitely want to be subscribed for this video series, because they're going to come in order, and it's going to be very important that you do get that in your timeline. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hang on tight. We're going to switch over the camera. We're going to look over the loads that we've booked for our customers, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back, guys. Let's take a look at some of these loads. We're going to start off with a reefer coming out of Kansas City, Missouri, going to Greenville, Mississippi. This is a 40,000 pound load of non-hazmat chemicals running at 50 degrees. It's 570 miles, $2,800 booked. That's $491 a mile. Then out of Canton, Mississippi, they went out to Joplin, Missouri. 37,000 pound load of fresh chicken. 514 miles booked at $1,500, got them $292 a mile. Then Springfield, Missouri to Kabul, Missouri. This was actually, I think, a record breaker. It's a 40,000 pound load of dairy products and only 77 miles. And from last week's video, you might remember we had one at 97 miles that was booked at $1,000, and they definitely put that one to shame. 77 miles booked at $1,500. That's a rate of $19.48 per mile. So excellent job on that one. Then Carthage, Missouri, going with a 1-pick 2-dropper to Berkeley, Missouri and Vinton Park, Missouri. 40,000 pound load of frozen groceries, 284 miles, booked at $1,700, got them $599 a mile. They finished off the week with Nashville, Illinois, going to York, Nebraska. 42,000 pound load of seeds. This is a dry load. The reefer stayed off on this one. 544 miles booked at $1,800, which got them $331 per mile. They ended up finishing off their week, running a week Friday to Friday with a 34-hour reset done over the weekend. Grossed $9,300 with 1,989 miles booked at an average of $468 per loaded mile, and being right at $4 a mile with only 350 miles of deadhead. So with deadhead at $4 a mile. So definitely an excellent week for this driver. And then we have a vented van coming out of Croydon, Pennsylvania, going to Bellevue, Nebraska. 35,000 pound load of printed materials. It's a dry load. 1,228 miles booked at $34.50. That got him $281 a mile. Then out of Omaha, Nebraska to Emporia, Kansas, took a load of 40,000 pound load of groceries. 222 miles booked at $1,400, which is $631 a mile. Then out of South Hutchins, Kansas, going to Collegedale, Tennessee, 42,000 pound load of salt, 865 miles, booked at 3,100 miles. That's $358 per mile. And they finished off with Chattanooga, Tennessee, going to Chicago, 30,000 pound load of empty glass bottles, 601 miles, booked at $1,500, which got them $250 per mile. So these guys ran Saturday to Saturday with a 1 day of break in between. They ran for 6 days of driving. $9,450 in gross booked at. They booked 2,916 miles with an average loaded of $324 per mile. They ended up at $3 a mile with their 239 miles of deadhead. So again, another excellent run. That was a vented van. Then we have a reefer coming out of Alliance, Nebraska, going to Bancroft, Wisconsin. This is a 42,000 pound load of bulk potatoes running at 55 to 60 degrees on a reefer, 829 miles booked at $3,000, got them $362 per mile. Then a Little Chute, Wisconsin, going to Jonesboro, Arkansas, 43,000 pound load of frozen pizza. It was Nestle Leslie delivery and picked up in the morning, delivered next day in the evening is a negative 10 degree load, 689 miles booked at $3,800. That's $552 a mile. And the next one's interesting because it came out of Jonesboro, out of the same facility that was that they delivered at. So no deadhead there. Going out to Gaffney, South Carolina, with a 42,000 pound load of frozen food, running at negative 1 degrees. Again, it's a Nestle run, and they booked this one at $3,200 for only 650 miles, which got them $492 per mile. All in all, it was only ran for 5 days of driving, running from Tuesday to Sunday. Ended up grossing $10,000 in gross, running 2,168 miles at a loaded average of 461 per mile, and only 108 deadhead miles, which brought them down to 439 per mile. So again, that's a reefer, 10 grand in 5 days. Absolutely excellent rates. Next, we have Steamwood, Illinois, going to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's a 16,000 pound load of lettuce, 497 miles booked at $2,300, which got them $463 a mile. Then Arnold, Pennsylvania to Batavia, Illinois, 25,000 pound load of packaging materials. The dry load on this reefer, 506 miles booked at $1,600, which got them $316 a mile. Then Bolingbrook, Illinois, with a 1-pick 2-dropper in Indianapolis, Indiana, and Imperial, Pennsylvania. This was a super light load of 10,000 pounds of frozen food or frozen bread, 544 miles booked at $3,200, got them $588 a mile. Then out of Bedford, Pennsylvania to Kalamazoo, Michigan, and Flint, Michigan. So a 1-pick 2-dropper, an even lighter loaded 8,000 pound load of empty cans. Obviously a dry load, 608 miles booked at $1,600, got them $263 a mile. And they finished off with Stanwood, Michigan, going to Solon, Ohio, 40,000 pound load of salt. A dry load, 358 miles booked at $1,600, $447 a mile. So this reefer basically ran, most of the loads that it ran were actually dry loads, even though it's a reefer. They ran for 5 days, running Sunday to Friday, but in those 5 days, they ended up grossing $10,300, running 2,513 miles at an average of $410 per loaded mile. And, like I said, most of the loads were dry. Dry van running out of Akron, Ohio, going to Montgomery, Alabama, 10,000 pound load of retail products, 786 miles booked at $3,000, got them $382 a mile. Then Burkeville, Alabama, going to Mount Vernon, Indiana. This was a 40,000 pound load of plastic products, 463 miles booked at $1,260, got them $272 a mile. Then right out of Mount Vernon, Indiana, without any deadhead, going to Racine, Wisconsin, 42,700 pound load of lawn and garden products. 385 miles booked at $1,100, got him $286 a mile. And finished off with Sheboygan, Wisconsin, going to Culloden, West Virginia, 43.8 on the weight, load of plastic resins, 618 miles booked at $3,100, got him $502 a mile. Finishing off really strong Friday to Friday with a 34-hour reset included over the weekend, and $8,460 in gross, booked at $376 average with their 2,252 loaded miles. So, and that was a dry van. For 5 days, almost $8,500. Next, we have another dry van coming out of Cold Spring, Minnesota, going to Richmond, Virginia. This was a 44,000 pound load of beer, 1,283 miles booked at $5,300, got them $413 per mile. Then Norfolk, Virginia, going to Romulus, New York, 44,000 pound load of building materials, 518 miles booked at $2,500, got them $483 a mile. And it finished off with Rochester, New York, going to Chillicothe, Ohio, 44,000 pound load of beer, 444 miles booked at $1,500, got them $338 a mile. And finished off their week with Sunday to Friday, and grossed $9,300, running only 5 days during the week at an average of $414 per loaded mile, and ran 2,245 miles. And what was interesting is that they did a reset starting on Sunday, so that gave them a really good start for the week. And running for 5 days, making almost 10 grand. Excellent money. And we'll finish off with a dry van. This is a really interesting one because they only took 2 loads. Coming out of Fargo, North Dakota, going to Glendale, Arizona. 44,000 pound load of roll stock paper, 1,650 miles, booked at $5,400. Got them 3 1/4 on that one. And then out of Tolson, Arizona, I took a load to Lucky, Ohio, which was a very light load of 10,000 pounds of consumer goods with lots of miles and 1,935 miles, booked at an excellent rate of $305 a mile, which was $5,900. So then he took 2 loads that ran Thursday to Thursday and then still ended up grossing in a dry van $11,300 for the week at an average of $314 per mile, only running 2 loads, running 3,595 miles. And there were some problems with the receiver. We kind of got tricked, at the receiving facility, where we ended up losing, some time, and they lost basically, a day or two there. But at the end of the day, it was still a win-win situation with a 34-hour reset and still being able to make over $11,000 running for a week and getting a reset in. So if you guys want to make this kind of money, whether it's a lease on owner operator position, or if you're a carrier, if you have company drivers, whatever may be the case. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not making this kind of money, if you got a van or a reefer, you're not making this kind of money, you should be. And that's what we specialize in. So definitely get in touch with us. You can call or text us at 801-448-6363. You can also visit our website at aftdispatch.com/go. You can put your information to our chat box that's going to scroll through this screen at the bottom now. It's on every single one of our web pages. Just put in your information there. We'll be sure to get back to you, answer any of your questions. And like I said, again, call or text 801-448-6363. We will get back to you, or go to our website at aftdispatch.com. And until next week, be healthy, stay wealthy. Take care, guys.